This is K-Drama Cycle, and today we bring you a story that is both bittersweet and inspiring. It's about two beloved stars, Eun Woo and Moon Jae-young, whose bond continues to capture hearts, even as time, distance, and military duty test them. The title says it all, delayed but not forgotten. And at the center of it lies Eun Woo's film First Ride, his promise to return, and the quiet but meaningful connection to Moon Jae-young that fans just can't stop talking about. Let's take it from the beginning. Eun Woo, one of Korea's brightest stars, officially began his military service on July 28, 2025. Fans around the world watched with pride and sadness as he put on the uniform, stepping into a duty that every Korean man must face. For Eun Woo, known for his stunning visuals and versatile talent, it marked the start of a temporary goodbye to the spotlight. But before he enlisted, he left behind a gift for his fans. He wrapped up filming a series of projects, including the Netflix drama The WOND Earfuls and his highly anticipated movie First Ride. He also prepared music that would be released during his service. It was Eun Woo's way of saying, "I may be gone for now, but you'll still see me." And yet, among all these projects, First Ride stands out. Not only because it was one of his last works before enlistment, but also because of the whispers connecting the project to Moon Jae-young. While she wasn't officially cast in the film, fans couldn't help drawing parallels between Eun Woo's character, a man navigating love, dreams, and the weight of responsibility, and his real-life history with Moon Jae-young. Their bond, forged during True Beauty, has been at the center of fan speculation for years. From secret glances at events to subtle online interactions to rumored private meetups, fans have built a narrative that keeps them tied together no matter how much time passes. And so, when Eun Woo mentioned during a farewell message that he would return to ride again after enlistment, many fans linked his words not only to the film First Ride, but also to Moon Jae-young. For them, this wasn't just about a delayed premiere. It was about a promise of reunion, on screen or perhaps even in life. Moon Jae-young, for her part, has been busy with her own career. While Eun Woo dons the military uniform, she continues to shine in dramas and endorsements. But even in her solo moments, fans claim they catch subtle hints of Eun Woo's presence. A coffee truck sent to one of her sets just days before his enlistment. A book she posted about new beginnings, which fans tied to his departure. A quiet smile when interviewers asked her about future collaborations. Was she hinting at Eun Woo? Or are fans simply reading into every move? That remains the question. What isn't in question, however, is the loyalty of their supporters. For fans of Eun Woo and Moon Jae-young, First Ride has become symbolic. It represents not just Eun Woo's artistic journey, but also the pause and the promise of something more once he returns. The film itself is said to be a heartfelt exploration of love, youth, and the pursuit of happiness despite challenges, a story that mirrors Eun Woo's own reality as he balances career, duty, and the lingering bond with someone who understands him deeply. But here's where it gets interesting. Industry insiders hint that First Ride might not just be a project left behind. It could become the stepping stone for Eun Woo's comeback after the military. Some even suggest that a sequel or related project could be developed once he's back, and if schedules align, Moon Jae-young could finally join him on screen again. Imagine the anticipation if that were to happen. Fans are already dreaming of it. Social media is filled with posts saying, "We'll wait for Eun Woo's first ride, and maybe Jae-young will be his last ride." Others write, "This is not just a movie. It's a promise, and promises like Eun Woo's are never broken." It's not hard to see why fans tie these two stars together so closely. Both have matured in front of the public eye, both have navigated careers with grace, and both have been linked through a drama that touched millions. And now, with Eun Woo serving and Jae-young continuing to shine, the possibility of their stories crossing again feels inevitable. As we wait for Eun Woo's discharge, which will come in 2027, the anticipation only grows. Will his comeback involve Moon Jae-young? Will First Ride mark not just the end of his pre-enlistment era, but the beginning of a new chapter with her? What's certain is this: Eun Woo's star will continue to rise, even as he fulfills his duty. Moon Jae-young will continue to thrive, adding new achievements to her name. And when the time is right, when the pause is over, the two may just surprise us all with something greater than we imagined. Because in the world of K-dramas, some love stories are scripted. But in the lives of stars like Eun Woo and Jae Young, some stories write themselves. So yes, it may be delayed, but it's not forgotten. And just like Eun Woo promised, the ride will continue, only this time, with even more meaning, more maturity, and perhaps more love. This is K-Drama Cycle, bringing you closer to the stories you love and the stars you'll never forget. Welcome back to K-Drama Cycle, where we bring you the untold stories, the emotional journeys, and the unforgettable moments of your favorite stars. Today, we dive deep into the story of Eun Woo and Moon Jae-young, two beloved actors whose paths have been closely intertwined both on and off the screen. Their project, First Ride, was meant to be a defining moment in their careers, a romantic drama that fans eagerly anticipated. But fate had other plans. Eun Woo's military enlistment put everything on hold, leaving fans wondering, would this dream project ever see the light of day? Now, with Eun Woo's return on the horizon, hope burns brighter than ever. But what does this comeback really mean for both of them, and for the project that has been delayed but not forgotten? Let's begin. When Eun Woo enlisted, fans knew it would be a bittersweet moment. His boyish charm, stunning visuals, and undeniable talent had made him one of the most sought-after leading men in Korean entertainment. First Ride was to be his next masterpiece, a drama alongside Moon Jae-young, a woman whose name has often been linked with his, both as a co-star and as something more. Moon Jae-young, graceful yet strong, continued her career while Eun Woo served. But even as she moved forward, she never let go of First Ride. In interviews, she carefully hinted at how meaningful the project was, describing it as a story that feels alive, even when paused. Fans began to suspect that her words weren't just about the script, they might have been about Eun Woo himself. During his military service, Eun Woo was spotted with books and scripts, quietly preparing for life after enlistment. Among those projects, First Ride, his fellow soldiers reportedly mentioned how he often spoke about the drama and about Jae-young, describing it as his unfinished promise. The pause in First Ride didn't just heighten the anticipation, it built a legacy of patience and longing. Fans created online forums, sharing edits of Eun Woo and Jae-young, mixing their previous drama scenes with imagined storylines for First Ride. It became more than a drama. It became a symbol of waiting, of loyalty, of love, both on screen and perhaps off. Now, with Eun Woo's return date nearing, the industry buzzes with speculation. Will First Ride be the first project he takes on? Or will he choose something new? Insiders reveal that production companies are already clearing schedules, determined to bring this story to life. Moon Jae-young has remained quiet, but her recent social media activity tells another story. Fans notice subtle hints, song lyrics about waiting, pictures of empty roads, and even one post captioned, "Sometimes, the best rides take longer to start." Was this her way of keeping the flame of First Ride alive until Eun Woo comes back? But here's where the story gets even more emotional. First Ride isn't just a drama about love, it's about time, fate, and second chances. Themes that mirror Eun Woo and Moon Jae-young's real-life journey. They had the script. They had the chemistry. What they didn't have was the timing. And now, timing may finally be on their side. Industry insiders claim that Eun Woo has already spoken with his agency about a project worth waiting for, which many believe is none other than First Ride. If true, it means fans won't just see a comeback, they'll see a continuation of a story that started years ago, paused by duty, but destined to finish. But beyond the career implications, there's something deeper here. The way Moon Jae-young has carried herself during Eun Woo's enlistment, the way Eun Woo has stayed connected to their shared project, it raises questions fans have been asking for years. Is their bond more than professional? Whether friends, partners, or simply two artists bound by fate, one thing is certain, their reunion, both on and off the screen, will be unforgettable. So what's next? For Eun Woo, it's about stepping back into the world he temporarily left behind. For Moon Jae-young, it's about picking up a story she never stopped believing in. And for fans, it's about finally witnessing the love, the longing, and the promise of First Ride. Because sometimes the greatest stories aren't those that start perfectly, but the ones that wait endure, and finally find their moment. This is more than a drama. It's more than a comeback. It's the ride we've all been waiting for. And as Cha Eun-woo and Moon Jae-young prepare to step back into the spotlight, one truth shines brighter than ever. Some stories are worth the wait. This has been K-Drama Cycle. Thank you for joining us on this emotional journey. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned, because this story is just beginning.